What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live breaking down this upcoming DraftKings two-game slate for the NBA play-in tournament. This is starting on the 11th, so I'm doing this a little bit early. So I work tonight, so I figured why not just knock this out today. We already got news from the Minnesota ordeal. That's crazy. I don't know what everybody was thinking, but we will still see. Before we get though, hit the like button for me. Definitely subscribe. And let's talk about this Atlanta Miami game. On the Atlanta side, that's interesting that they have Trae Young. They gave him the green. They gave the green light to trade him possibly. Um, that's been already in the front office's rumors, but it's Trae Young, 10,000. I don't like the matchup for him in particular. I'm rather go to plays in the Minnesota and LA game. That's just the game I want to target. Dejounte Murray 8-8. I'm not really looking at him either. I mean, he did do well against Miami for 44, but at 8-8, I kind of want more. And then, like I said, we go back and look at Trae Young. That was, believe, was he out that game? Or no, he was in. He only got 37. Yeah. Clint Capella, questionable. He should be playing. This whole team should be playing. If we go back and look at his box score, it's just 26, 37. Not really looking at him. We're looking at Bay. There's not a lot I want on this Atlanta team in particular. It's just kind of hard to get to. Again, like I said, I'd rather stack up the late night game. I get plays on the Miami side in particular than go to the Atlanta side. But Jimmy Butler, 9,000, that's too cheap, I think, in my opinion, for what he can do against this team. 52 and 44, he can go off. I like it. I don't mind the matchup for Bam either at 7-7. That is a cheap price tag, but there is going to be other smart options much rather go to. But then again, like I said, 38, 57. He did well in both games. Tyler Hero, 6'8", kind of the middle range option, and the rest of the team is kind of hard to get to if you want to. If you have some Kevin Love at 4-7, they want the playoff veteran kind of in the mix. I don't mind that. But Gabe Vincent, Zeller, Martin, Struss, not really looking at anybody else. This is the game I want to target. Minnesota. So Anthony Edwards, 9-1. I like the price tag, especially with now with no Rudy Gobert. The team suspended him for punching Kyle Anderson. They also have no Jaden McDaniels, who's out with a fractured hand. So there's going to be minutes to be played. So Anthony Edwards, Karl-Anthony Towns, two of the best options on the slate. Um, I'm locking and loading both of them here. It's kind of hard not to. I love the upside that Kyle Anderson can bring you. Karl-Anthony Towns at 8-6, great spot for him. Give me Anthony Edwards also, who's going to have to light up the scoreboard in order to keep this team in play. Um, with no McDaniels now, that's going to open up Prince. That's going to open up a ton of minutes for Teron Prince to basically have to fill in a bigger role. So I like a lot of this Minnesota team. It's hard not to love it. It's hard not to go to some of this value that we're getting. If you think Nathan Knight will see it upstick in minutes with no Rudy Gobert, then I don't mind that. They're going to need big men to play. I don't think they're going to want to go to Matt Ryan or Wendell Moore. So it's Prince, it's Anderson, it's Nathan Knight, and it's Luke Garza. Going to the Lakers side, Anthony Davis, smash spot for him. LeBron James playoff mode is going to be intact. It's you can go to either one. D'Lo 7-2 over range narrative. It's just in that mid range of I'm kind of want to go with stars and scrubs, similar to Austin Reeves. Vanderbilt, if he starts again, I don't mind him at 4-4. He's cheap. If there's no short air, then I think Lonnie Walker and some of um Lake Beasley will look good. But again, this is the Minnesota team that I want to target. I want all this Minnesota team. So kind of going back, going position by position. I mean, point guard. If you want to go to a value, like I said, maybe NAW. But again, I'm not really wanted. I don't really trust it. Um, Mike Conley 6'9" looks okay too, but Tyler Hero looks good at 6'8". That price tag is cheap. And then center, if you want to go with the veteran, like I said with Kevin Love, I understand it at 4-7. If you need Luke Garza or Nathan Knight's going to see it upstick in minutes, and I don't go right ahead and you can look at them. If you want to go, like I said, with Towns instead at 8-6, and then go back to the power forward and look at possibly Troy Brown Jr. If there's no Dennis Rodere, he'll see a little bit more minutes too. But Teron Prince, it's good at 5-6. And then you have 4-1 left over. That gives you Lonnie Walker at 3-1, who's cheap. That gives you Kyle Lowry, who's cheap at 4,000. There's multiple ways to go. But I'm targeting this last game. That's the game I want to target. But the hours of the Slate versus though. Thank you for tuning in. It was a great save for us tonight. Have a good one, everybody.